Today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to be talking about a build that I'm actually enjoying running in PvE, which I was a little surprised because I really built this for PvP when I'm in the dark zone, hitting those landmarks, and even sometimes fighting other players. But I started to tweak it a little bit, and I made it more focused on PvE, which you probably could run this in PvP, but it's more focused PvE build, and I'm having a lot of fun with it because of the fact that I have almost 110,000 armor regen. Yes, and you pair that up with the Lady Death. Once you get a kill, you know, you get that speed, that momentum to keep moving. It really works hand in hand, and I like this for at least the PvE side. So what we're gonna do is we will be going into the builds. Hopefully some of this clips right here, this footage right here, you guys can see, like, I'm able to survive without any type of hazard protection. Even if I'm standing in a fire, I'm able to really survive, and that's what's key about this build. The heal is enough to keep you up, especially once you have the full 30 stack. So it may start off a little slow, but once you build that stack, you can hold it the whole time you are playing. So let's get into the build. So the build itself, I want to go into the stats just so you guys can really see the armor regen that I have right here. 110,000 armor regen, 160,000 armor on kill. It's a lot of incoming healing that you guys are getting, and that's what I really like about this build overall. So we are running the gunner class. The gunner class gives us that 10% armor on kill. It also allows us to regen armor, so we're, sorry, not armor, regen ammo, so that way we don't really run out of bullets. So I really feel that you could run any gun with this build, but the reason I do like running the Lady Death, I will tell you guys, is because of that kills grant 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. And then of course, you guys, each round fire consumes a stack, amplifying damage by 75%. And then since we will be sprinting after every kill, that stack is consistent. And even with the 30 round mag, it's not as hard to kill these enemies. Now, I do like the mop on there. That is for those enemies that are almost dead. You swap to it, you get that 10% armor on kill because of the attribute. Plus, you get preservation. Killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. So you can have a 20% armor on kill if you get a headshot kill, plus you get the 10% instant armor. It's a lot of incoming armor. So these two I really feel go hand in hand with this build. And then if we look at the armor, 1.6 million, 330,000 health. So let's get into the breakdown. So we are running the Bellstone Armory Mask. That gives us that 1% armor regen. We have 170,000 armor, 5.8% critical hit chance, 11.7 critical hit damage, and then a 12% critical hit damage mod. Now, if you want to run a two-piece Bellstone, you really could, because you could get that 10% armor kill, but that's up to you. That's up to you on how you want to run the one piece that I'll explain in a second. So we go into the chest piece. This is the Hunter Killer. This is the name Golden Gear chest piece, and the reason why this one's so good is because it has perfect Intimidate. While you have bonus armor, and amplifies total weapon damage by 40% over the 35% that you would get with the regular Intimidate for enemies within 10 meters. So that's 5% extra damage right there. So we have armor on here, armor regen, critical hit damage, and critical hit damage. For the rest of the pieces, I will be putting armor regen, and for the mask, it was the one piece that I decided to go with some crit chance to get closer to at least 50% critical hit chance. So we get into the holster. We have our second piece of Golden. So this is status effects, armor regen. So that's 2% armor regen already. We have armor rolls on here, critical hit chance, and then an armor regen roll. We get into the knee pads. Now the knee pads are the Emperor Guard's knee pads. This has skill duration, so this really helps with my fixer drone that stays above me, giving me that little bit of healing. Like, it's not a lot of healing, but it's worth it. And then, so we have armor regen, so that's 3% armor regen. And then on this one, I have hazard protection. I don't need this hazard protection here. I would rather have armor regen on this piece or critical hit damage. So these are I have a couple of these pieces, and I just haven't got the pieces that I want where I'm allowed to at least roll my armor maxed out or roll the bottom talent maxed out. But yeah, so I would rather crit damage or armor regen, another armor regen rolled on this. For the gloves, this is where I was telling you guys, if you guys want to go with a two-piece Bellstone for that 10% armor on kill, I felt like getting a little bit more damage out of this build. With the Grupo Sombra, this is going to give us weapon damage, critical damage, and armor regen, plus the 15% critical hit damage. So I felt like just adding a little bit more damage with the crit damage would be better for this build. You could go with a Sokolov piece. You just got to test out, see which one hits a little bit harder. I just haven't really got another piece that has that full armor regen, critical damage, weapon damage. But this is the 3 rolls you want. You can go Grupo Sombra, you can go Sokolov, you can even do Bellstone, up to you. You guys play with it, see how you guys like it. And then finally, we have the Memento backpack, right? So we have weapon damage on here, armor, skill tier, and then I have a critical hit damage mod. Now this backpack, the PvE winner, right? This backpack can go almost on any PvE build and really do well. So we're gonna get that 30% skill efficiency, 30% weapon damage, and then plus 3% armor regen. So we already have 3% armor regen plus this. That's a total of 6% armor regen, right? Because we have the Bell Stone, we have the 2-piece Golan giving an armor regen there, and then we have the armor regen from the named Emperor Guard's knee pads. Plus, once we have the 30 stack, we have another 3%. So that's 6% already. That's why we're up at the 110,000 armor regen range, and that's why even when we're on fire, we can pretty much hold that regen without being burned. Now, what I do like is it does give me that 30% skill efficiency, which is great for my fixer drone, right? So it helps me out. And then it also, I run it with the Stinger Hive. So Stinger Hive does it. Now, every time I am picking up one little trophy, that's giving me 50% bonus armor, right? So I'm at 1.6 million armor. So a lot of bonus armor coming in. And then if I keep getting this, it'll keep stacking. And then the same with weapon damage. I'll get 10% weapon damage on top of the weapon damage I have, plus an additional 5% skill efficiency. So overall, that's the short buff, the 10-second buff. But the long buff is really why the Memento backpack is one of those backpacks. Put it on any build, and it's going to run good. I feel like with this armor regen build, with this backpack, it's a great PvE build. I am running the Stinger Hive, and then I do pair that up with the Fixer Drone. And remember, this is getting 30% skill efficiency. Plus, every time I pick up one of those things, it's giving another 5% skill efficiency. So really, really good. And that's why these two right here are really good. If you feel like you don't need the Stinger Hive, I feel like it's great to like, gets the enemies kind of like disoriented a little bit. Like they start like, they're bleeding. Well, you could put a Reviver Hive if you want to here, but that's really up to you guys. So if we go into the stats, you'll see that we are at 49% crit chance, 136% crit damage, 75% headshot damage, and then we have that 6% armor damage. But yeah, this is the build right here. This is what you guys saw in the gameplay. I really think armor regen builds are fun for PvE. I see a lot of people running it in PvP too, but in PvE with the golden piece, it's so good, and you're always going to be able to proc Intimidate as long as you get that first kill, because the amount of chunk of armor you get is going to be so much that the enemies probably won't have enough time to kill you. But this is the build right here. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, nothing but skills out.